Good morning, everybody. Be seated. All right, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody else? Yes, yay. Welcome back to the sanctuary. All right. All right, and please join me now in affirming our statement of truth. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. Surely the presence of love is in this place and in all places and in all people. Knowing and accepting this, we bless all people no matter their race, color, creed, abilities, gender identification, or expression of love. Knowing that there are many paths to God, many names for God, many faces of God, but only one God. And this God is expressing through all creation in many, many ways. We come here together, whether in person or on Facebook Live. We're still together. We're here to experience and express the Christ Spirit that dwells within each of us. And so it is. And now we're ready to share today's reading of the Daily Word. I'll bring up Karen Cheek. I invite you to take in these words of spirit and divine alignment.
The word for today is freedom. In thought, word, and action, I celebrate my freedom. There are many ways to feel free. I may work hard to become financially free. I may plan trips so that I can freely explore the world. I may commit to learning for intellectual freedom or exercise my body for greater freedom of movement. Even as I do my work in the world to know freedom, I remember that I am always free at the level of spirit. No situation or circumstance has power over me. Every day and in every area of my life, I live from my divine nature, where I am wholly and completely free. Through my inner powers of understanding and faith, I recognize and embrace empowering beliefs. My spiritual gifts of strength and release keep me on course and help me free myself from habits that derail my spiritual growth. Through Christ within, I am grateful to be free. For freedom, Christ has set us free. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1.
Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome.
All right, we have a new monthly affirmation. You got that up there? There it is. I'll go ahead and read it for everybody once, and then we're going to practice reading it together, okay? And then we'll read it a few more times. Make sure that we really get it, okay? With spiritual understanding, I know everything is unfolding for my highest good. Okay, let's read that together. With spiritual understanding, I know everything is unfolding for my highest good. And let's read that again just so we get used to the words, okay? With spiritual understanding, I know everything is unfolding for my highest good. Now let's take that within and really feel those words and let them resonate and vibrate within us. With spiritual understanding, I know everything is unfolding for my highest good. And so it is. And let us now prepare for our opening meditation and prayer with Michael Wright.
Good morning, friends, and welcome. We come together to celebrate this day of freedom and the sacrifice that have brought us here, and we are grateful to be in a country that allows choices, honors diversity, and is open to divine love. So let us now come apart from the busyness of the world and still our souls and allow your body to relax into your chair, knowing that anything and everything you need is here. The power of the universe is at our disposal. So allow your breathing to relax your body as you move into your inner sanctuary. This is where we come apart from the world to nurture ourselves, to live and breathe as we are the Christ presence on earth. And today, as we recognize freedom and the price that was paid for it. Let us look inside and find and express our spiritual strength. Because together we know spiritual strength is different from control or domination. Because in reality, it is much more powerful. And as we look at real strength, we realize it's not brittle or hard. Instead, it is understanding and compassionate. It does not force its own way, but supports the highest good of everyone. We know that no matter our physical or personal circumstances, that we have an inner resource, a center of limitless, reliable strength within our spiritual DNA. Let us draw closer to this as we look. And we can touch this inner center by envisioning our heart beating with powerful energy and life. We allow that breath of God that we breathe to lift our spirits, open our eyes, and allow our posture to reflect this new awareness of peace and confidence. We feel that soft touch on our shoulders, that inner guiding voice. We feel strong. And as we move into our day, we know we have the backing of that universal source of strength and power that flows through us. It is in this space that we practice affirmative prayer, knowing that it blesses our lives and the world. So today, we take time to turn away from the distractions and busyness and rest in contemplative silence. We draw from the healing flow of life as we relax our mind and body. Let us rest in this knowing. Yes, sweet Spirit, we begin by letting go of attachments and worries. And when our minds are cleansed and our heart is open, we are ready to be that Christ presence. And together, we silently affirm our unity with God and with all life. And we allow that radiant light to shine forth, uplifting everyone. Our thoughts and prayers bless this world, and we are grateful to be of service in this way. And we thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you. Amen and namaste.
Thank you, Michael. All right, let's stand up and wave at each other and tell each other hi. If you're on Facebook, type in, give us a hello, a happy July 4th, happy Independence Day, whatever. And then I'm going to go to the back of the sanctuary and set up music for Karen and for special music. So, good morning, everybody.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under scream, but no one seems to hear a thing?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Independence Day. So as we celebrate our country's liberation from England 245 years ago, let's also celebrate today our liberation from our error thoughts. May we also celebrate the freedoms that we have, the freedoms that we will have, and continue to envision and take the steps toward a world that celebrates and recognizes our oneness and our diversities. E pluribus unum. Out of many, there is one. I'm going to wear a stole. I'm going to put on my minister persona, which is just who I am. Okay. It's July already. It's time for a new power. So, sorry, I don't have a new hair color. It's kind of new. It's new every day because it changes as it washes out. But I am in the Sound of Music at Beef and Boards right now, and for some reason they don't think that Franz the butler should have gold hair. So therefore it's just what it is. But anyway, this month is power. I need to turn this on and make sure. There we go. Let me know when you get it. It's understanding. I understand. All right. So the power of understanding. By asking questions, you learn to understand, right? So therefore, the disciple Thomas, you remember the doubting one, represents the power of understanding. The energy center, as we are learning, each of the powers, as taught by Charles Fillmore, he assigned an energy center. That particular energy center is the front of our foreheads, right here, okay? And it is the front of the brain. Gold, which is symbolic of spirituality and development in the realm of complete understanding, and is the color associated with understanding. The power of understanding gives you the ability to know, to perceive, and to apprehend. Have you ever been confused and then all of a sudden, aha? That is your power of understanding at work. Just like when I showed you the slide earlier with the word understanding, with the word I below it, you may have had a moment where you looked at it and was like, I understand. This is your intellectual understanding. By combining reasoning with intellectual understanding, we are able to arrive at a valid and practical conclusion. Sometimes to see the complete truth in what we see and know, we must ask questions to uncover what is buried below the surface. Perhaps your understanding is standing under the illusion of what we see. Standing, yeah, okay. Like in the lyrics of the Katy Perry song that Karen just sang, maybe a reason why all the doors are closed is so you could open the one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you'll know. Just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. This is spiritual understanding. Spiritual understanding is finding the meaning instead of the reason. So many times we can look at an event in our lives, and being the good metaphysicians that we are, we can find all of the things that we've said, all the things that we've done, all of the thoughts that we have had that brought on this event. And we can blame ourselves very easily. We can get stuck in a corridor of closed doors and ask ourselves, why are these doors closed Why can't I find my path? It is not clear to me. Why? Or we can ask, why are all these doors closed? Maybe I should open one and see if it's my path. And if it is, yay! If not, try another one. And as Janice Stanfield says in her song, I am not lost, I'm exploring. It's a change of attitude. It's a change of thought. As opposed to using our intellectual understanding and understanding, oh yeah, I'm surrounded by a bunch of doors, we can use our spiritual understanding to go within and ask why. Why are these doors closed? What is there for me to learn? So, in thinking about understanding, it reminded me of the iceberg model. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the iceberg model at all. You're going to get a little introduction today, just in case. And in the iceberg model, this is from systemsinnovation.io. An iceberg is used as an analogy to represent the underlying structures generating perceived events and issues. As it is known to have only 10% of an iceberg is visible, while the other 90% is underwater. The expression tip of the iceberg is used to convey that what one can see is only a small part of the whole situation. For example, there is so much more below the surface, and what it looks like may be surprising. Just like with an iceberg, a large percentage of what is going on in our world is hidden from view. And this iceberg model tries to make this explicit by depicting it as a series of layers that sit beneath the everyday phenomena observed. There's our iceberg. And from ecochallenge.org, we have different levels of the iceberg. This is sounding like a lecture in a college class today. But it is spiritual, trust me. So we have the event level. On the event level, this is what we typically perceive in the world. Okay? It's what we see. It's an event that we know has happened. And there's the pattern level. We look just below the event level, and we often notice patterns. Similar events have been taking place over time. Okay? And then there's the structure level. Below the pattern level lies the structure level. When we ask, what is causing the pattern we are observing? The answer is usually some kind of structure that is in our lives. It can be physical things. It can and it can be organizations. It can be policies. It can be rituals. And then there's the mental mode level. Mental models are the attitudes, beliefs, morals, expectations, and values that allow structures to continue functioning as they are. These are the beliefs that we often learn subconsciously from our society and from our family, and we're likely unaware of them. So in this model, and this particular one that I got from ecochallenge.org, to help try to explain that. So an event might be, you wake up in the morning and it's like, I have a cold. Okay? It's a simple event. I think most of us can relate to that as well. So then you look below the surface of, yeah, I have a cold. Sometimes you might think, oh, I have a cold, now I need to take some cold medicine, I need to do all this stuff to treat the symptoms of the cold. If we look below that, we look at the patterns or the trends, and we notice that I've been catching more colds recently. I've been sleeping less. Oh, so when I'm sleeping less, I tend to have more colds. Below that, the underlying structures. What has influenced the patterns? What are the relationships between the parts? More stress at work? Not eating well? Difficulty accessing healthy food or near or home, your home or your work? Oh, there's more stress at work. I'm not sleeping as often. That's why I'm not sleeping. I catch colds quickly. Then there's the mental part. What assumptions, beliefs, and values do people hold about the system? What beliefs keep the system in place? Career is the most important piece of our identity. Healthy food is too expensive. Rest is for the unmotivated. So I hope you can see kind of where that is. And so with the event, that may be something that we might react to. When we look at it and we sit down and we look at an event and we start to evaluate it through this iceberg model and we look at the patterns and what's happening, well, instead of noticing when a cold has hit you, for example, a cold, you can realize, oh, I haven't been sleeping much. I should probably start getting some rest because when I don't sleep much, I tend to get a cold. So you can start to anticipate and correct before it happens that event that may have a negative aspect on you. So the iceberg can be a tool for intellectual understanding and spiritual understanding. When we break it down intellectually, we can then take it within and put a spiritual filter on it. So why did this happen? What can I learn from it? In a blog post in the 12 Powers Club, Reverend Linda Martella Whitsitt explains this really, really well by using her own experience with pericarditis. Instead of, oh my gosh, I have pericarditis, and doing all this stuff to blame herself on, these are all the things that I did that caused this, she now looks at it as, what can I learn from this experience? What is there for me to know? What is mine to learn? And in putting this talk together, I got to revisit an iceberg that I worked on in the leadership class that I took. And since this was a year and a half ago, I've made some changes because my perception has changed as well. But so my event that I used was I had an ego flare-up. Okay? Anybody else have had an ego flare-up? Okay, good. So my event was an ego flare-up. So I look at the patterns of the behavior. Sometimes when people point out my faults, I take it personally. My ego flares up, I get angry or hurt. How dare they say that about me? Okay? So there's a pattern that causes this flare-up. Well, what are the structures below that? Perfectionism. I want to be liked. I'm a people pleaser. I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't want to disappoint myself. And then that mindset is like, I'm still learning. So with that, then I went beyond and went with the patterns then to anticipate. So when I anticipate an ego flare-up, I might vent privately and get that anger out. I might start writing my thoughts down, and that can help prevent that flare-up. Within the structure level, then design, what can I do on that level? I can do positive affirmations. I can do better self-care. I can know my worth. What people think of me is none of my business. Okay? And then below that, and within the mindset level, to transform, I calm down. I look at the critique. I see where I messed up. I make the changes, if need be, or not. It may not be. It may not be about me at all. It could be about them. So I can look at this and try to fix the symptom of the ego flare-up, or I can look at the layers of the iceberg and heal the cause. I can now say, because of that event, I have learned to believe in myself and not rely on the approval of others. Have you ever looked back on a situation that when it happened or in that time, it seemed like it was a bad thing? It had a bad thought to it. It felt like, oh my gosh, the world is caving in on me. And time has passed and you look back at that and you're like, if that had never happened, this good that I have right now wouldn't be. So using our spiritual understanding, we can take that frustration out of that event. So if we have an event that is like, I feel like the world is falling down on me, take a breath, go within, look at it. What am I supposed to learn from this? It will take out that frustration where you can find your inner peace. So at this time, I would like to go into a meditation, which we will do the chant that I wrote for the power of understanding. So you guys come on up. And so the energy center for the power of understanding is up here on your brain. So I want you to place your focus up here at the front of your brain. Find yourselves comfortable in your seats. And lower your gaze or close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Take a deep breath in. Let all the tensions of the week drop from your shoulders and your neck. And spiritual understanding is that spark, that spark of light, that aha. Let that spark, that light guide you. So we're going to take 3 breaths together. We're going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to hold it for a couple seconds and exhale. We'll do that 3 times. Take a deep breath in, holding, and release. Releasing tension. Another breath in through your nose. Holding and release. And again, breathing in through your nose. Holding and release. I invite you to sing along once you learn a part. You can stick on whichever part you want, as they all fit on top of each other. Keeping that focus the front of your brain. The light of understanding motivates and guides toward the beauty and harmony. Inner peace is fulfilled. The light of understanding motivates and guides toward the beauty and harmony. Inner peace is fulfilled. Knowing with your heart, follow your heart. Knowing with your heart. Knowing with your heart. Follow your heart. Knowing with your heart. Blessed are they who believe and have not seen. Blessed are those who believe. Blessed are they who believe is fulfilled. Knowing with your heart, follow your heart. Knowing with your heart, blessed Take a deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead and allow your eyes to open when you're ready. Using our power of understanding, we can live a more peaceful and purposeful life. Instead of standing frustrated in a corridor of closed doors, we have the power to open each door and explore what is there. There is a saying, when God closes a door, he opens a window, right? Well, that particular saying is used in The Sound of Music, so I hear it daily. And following that, the Mother Abbess sings a song to inspire Maria, and it's Climb Every Mountain. I've known this song for years and years and years, and I finally just actually looked at the lyrics. Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. A dream that will need all the love that you can give every day of your life for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. That's your spiritual understanding. You go within, you look for that golden light to guide you. Follow it. Explore what is below what you think is happening in your life. And this morning when I was at home getting all my stuff together, another Rodgers and Hammerstein song started going through my head. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. Don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden light. That's the light of understanding. Don't be afraid of that event that is happening on the surface. There is a golden light that is there at the end, waiting for you to follow it. So I think there's a talk in our future on the wisdom of Rodgers and Hammerstein. I already have 4 songs in mind. So your life is a journey. If a door closes on you, open another one. Look for the window. If you don't find what you're looking for on this mountain, climb another one. Sometimes you might come across icebergs. Don't let them sink you. Look below the surface. Explore every crevice and ask why it is there. What am I to learn? It requires love to manifest your dream. Give it all you have every day. Let your understanding guide you. Let your understanding guide you to inner peace. So I wanted to close today with a video, and I will see if that will play it. Actually, Carol, go ahead and... There we go. We don't have sound. Kent.
The crooked road that I have come, I walked a mile with sorrow, I walked a mile with joy. Now I'm less afraid of either one. For every tear I've cried, there's a smile that I have earned. For every mile I walk, there's a lesson I learned. I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost. I am exploring. I am not lost. I am exploring. Some people choose to live their lives on quiet avenues, while others find a place in the parade. Some like me are seekers, we take less traveled roads, believing we can find a better way. And though I get discouraged, I won't be turning back. I have joy as my compass and faith as my map. I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. All of us are headed for the same destination, so why not blaze a trail that's got imagination? I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring.
I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Michael and Ed. In the past couple of months, there's been a lot of things to face. 91 degrees in here as compared to today. And there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work that they do every day. And we've got several spiritual warriors here that lead this charge of love, and I'm grateful to be a part of that. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Script.
Makeup. There
Thank
you go.
you. Thank you. See what I mean? It's now time to prepare for our love offering. I invite you to go to our website, unityofindy.org, and donate online, or mail a check to Unity of Indianapolis at 907 North Delaware, 46202. As you prepare for your offering, I'd like to acknowledge any first-timers that may be with us. If this is your first time, could you just raise your hand? We're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. We believe you're here by divine appointment, and we hope you feel blessed today. And if you're watching online, type in your name. Let us know you're here. It's great to have your energy here with us today. So now take your offering in your hand or visualize your gift. I invite you to hold your offering in heart-centered intention as we affirm our blessing over our offering. Together, divine love, working through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful.
Awesome. All right. So we come to the end of our service. At the end of the service, if everybody would fold up your chair and, oh, no, that was, that was the last couple of weeks. All right. It's time to sing the peace song, so I'm going to invite you to stand up. Visualize our world standing hand in hand, heart to heart, soul to soul. Protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Here we go. Let's stand together. Let's make a new day. Let's lift up each other and find a new way. Tomorrow's upon us. The future is here. Let's love one another and release our fears and be peace, expressing in the world. In the world and be love, expressing in the world. Be the hope in the heart of the Spirit, expressing in the world. Make a commitment. Open your heart. Stand there in judgment and keep the love apart. God lights the way now. Our pathway is clear. Loving each other eliminates fear and peace, expressing in the world. Expressing in the world and be love, expressing in the world. Be the hope and the heart of the Spirit, expressing in the world. Be the hope and the heart of the Spirit, expressing in the world. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great week. Happy Independence Day.